What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie, and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's gonna be a what sold video, what sold for me recently on eBay and Poshmark. I did get out on the weekend and hit some yard sales, and I was pretty, as far as the video goes, pretty unsuccessful. I have one item I can show you, which is this Astro Boy jacket. No, this one might be Astro Boy. That's cool. What are you? How much are the jackets? 50 bucks. That's not too bad. Now, honestly, $50 is probably too much for this guy. It's size XXL, which is very good. It's made in Bangladesh, not made in China, so that's also a really good thing. There are some listed for like pretty high, like 130, 140, something like that. And then there's some sold that were, I think, smaller sizes, or at least sold comps for sure, that were around $90. Being that this is a good size, it's not a great time of year to sell a jacket like that, but I just felt like for 50 bucks, he's got a ton of these. I didn't really want to make a deal with him or anything like that, because I thought I'll just test it out. If I go back, maybe if I buy multiple at that time, he would sell me, multiple for a discount. He had like lots of Space Jam, lots of sports teams, more Astro Boy and anime. So, I'll test this one out, and if it works out, I will go back and try to make another deal. I don't really know this guy that well personally, but I've been to the sale a few times, and he recognized me. Probably not too often. He gets a guy walking in with a GoPro on his shoulder, so he probably, put two and two together pretty quickly. I did wind up getting something else really great this morning. It is just I just can't talk about it because it's going to be part of the $5 into $5,000 challenge. Okay, so that item is probably my best find of the day. It pretty much makes my day, but I can't share it today with you. The rest of the yard sales I went to today were either overpriced, a lot of eBay prices. I even seen some eBay printouts today of book sets and stuff like that. And then a lot of junky stuff that I'm just trying to avoid. So I'm being really picky, and then there wasn't really a lot out there. So I don't know, not a great yard sale weekend, but still overall, I did pick up the next flip item for the $5 to $5,000 challenge. So I'm excited about that. That's a really good item for sure. The other thing I want to talk about is I got an unexpected phone call this week. Before we pull orders, I just want to tell you guys that I got a phone call from one of the CEOs at Stallion Express, and they had said, obviously, that they had seen a couple of my videos that were maybe a little bit negative, and they apologized for disappointing, me and then other customers. And, it's a really difficult situation because I do understand both sides of it. They have a business where they're trying to get stuff across the border, and they have to do, whatever they have to do to keep everything moving. So I do understand that it's a business, and that they're doing their best with customer service, much like we do as, eBay sellers and Poshmark sellers, or, wherever you're selling. You're doing the best customer service you possibly can. And, we just sort of talked, and, for the most part, I understood his side of the story. He understood mine. Obviously I have customers and stuff like that waiting for orders, and we talked, and we couldn't exactly figure out exactly why my stuff was on hold. He just said, it was troubling times. They were basically doing the best that they could, and if any red flags were, anything had a red flag whatsoever, they were just pulling it out of the orders, and they weren't shipping it because they were just getting, trucks turned around at the border. So they did what they had to do. He did agree that going forward, they're going to do their best to, like, if something like this were to happen again, to basically, give more information about what happened, and, basically give some information about what you should be doing to fix this. I didn't hear this directly from him, but I've heard other people say that there's a potential of being fined as well if you are, constantly trying to sneak stuff across the border, which I think is totally fair. I don't think you should be doing that either. Like, you should be playing by the guidelines, right? Like, if they want certain things to go across the border, like the things that are required at customs, you should be following that. You shouldn't be trying to slap a sticker that says made in Canada if it's clearly made in China. You can't do those things. Maybe in the near future, we will talk again about Stallion Express. I just started using them for a few big items last week. They did clear the border. I think I did five items just to test it out to see if I actually was off of the naughty list or not. It seems like everything's okay. I did ship some other stuff out with UPS. I'm on the fence about Canada Post. They obviously did not go on strike, but they are doing no overtime, so they're just doing sort of an overall slowdown. And I believe maybe they could go on strike at any point still, so that's kind of scary. So, you know, I'm testing out the waters a little bit again with Stallion Express, just because my options might be limited. They have been so good to me for so long. It's hard for me, you know, for just one little, you know, thing that happened. Not that it was a little thing that happened. I think it's a pretty big thing that happened, but it's pretty hard for me just to say I'm done with them, because I do think it's a good company overall. It was just an unfortunate situation. You know, if you guys are interested, we can talk more about the conversation I had with the CEO, but I think it was meant just to be, how can we help you out? Sorry this happened. And, you know, I appreciate them reaching out, you know, and watching the video, just to understand that people were upset, and that I could at least portray the fact that, you know, it felt like some trust was broken. But, yeah, thought I'd give you guys an update about that. It was pretty interesting to get a call, and let's pull some orders. Kicking it off with a Poshmark sale, and we're going over to the shoe rack. And it's these Vans we picked up for $5 at a yard sale just last weekend. And, yeah, really quick flip on these guys. $45 Canadian. Still have 2 pairs of Vans listed, but the better 2 pairs have already sold, including these ones for $45 on Poshmark.ca. Next, a soccer jersey. I think this is a Greece jersey here. $50 USD on this one. It's in really nice condition. It is not new with tags or anything like that. I believe I picked this up just at a regular Goodwill for a t-shirt price, most likely. I don't honestly remember. So I either paid $5, or if it was in with like the sweaters and stuff like that, it would have been $7 or $8. But, you know, 50 bucks in that, pretty decent. Next, it's a lot of comics. It should be up here. It's Super Sons. And looks like, did I write? So it says lot of 5. So we'll see how many different lots we have in here. Okay, Teen Titans, Super Sons, there's 1. This is just 1, lot of 5. Probably this one here, I will take that out and verify it, but it's the only lot of Super Sons that I have. More modern comic for sure. I wound up taking an offer of like $10 USD just to get this out of here, which is still okay. I did wind up listing a whole bunch more comics this week as well. So we'll probably see some sell. They're all individual ones, nothing crazy like $10 comics, but hopefully we see those sell here in the near future. Next, though, is this guy right here. Toronto Blue Jays Stadium giveaway. I think it's got a TD thing on the back right there. Yeah, pretty nice one. I think we got $29.99 USD on that. Pretty decent. I try anytime I find these, if I can get them cheap enough, I'll pick them up. A lot of the stadium giveaway stuff does still sell for pretty decent money. On the last thing, another eBay sale. I think it's Partimus, I believe is this guy's name. Material rookie card right here. I don't know who he plays for now or anything like that, but yeah, this is from 2015, 2016. And I think we got not a lot, but still happy with it. I think about $10 USD. Let's get this round out of here. We made an eBay sale, and I had this item in my antique booth for a while, and he's over here. It's this little clock army guy. Yeah, I think I had him for like 20 bucks or something like that in my booth. Sat there for a long time. I figured somebody might want him. But, you know, I wound up selling it on eBay. I don't think the clock works. I think the alarm works, but the clock doesn't work, something like that. I wound up getting $11.98 USD for that guy right there. Next, we sold a hat. This is a Toronto Blue Jays women's hat. I believe it's still in this bin here. I haven't relisted it. But I do believe it's still in USD. I'll make sure I put the right price. I wrote down 15 USD, but I feel like if it's in that bin, chances are it might be in Canadian. Tough call. Regardless, not too much. But this hat would have probably, I think it came from the Goodwill bins, most likely. Next, we sold a pair of shoes. I think it's Bull Boxer. These are a pair of Oxford dress shoes, size 13, I believe. These, I think we got about $23 and change for them. Very nice condition. Just handcrafted. But, yeah. Moving them out. You know, it's weird. Some dress shoes do really well, and some are really hard to sell. These ones took a while to sell for sure, although it is a good brand. Next is a lot of Eric Clapton CDs. I did have somebody reach out and just ask if the CD, or the CDs, cassette tapes is what I mean. So we pull this down if they had all been tested. And yes, I did test most of these to some extent. I mean, I didn't listen to, you know, everything back to back to back, made sure that the cassette was in there and it played. I have had some issues with these for sure, but for the most part, not too much of an issue. Okay, so there it is right there. I believe I got, it's on the sheet underneath it here, I'll have to take a look. $25.65 for the lot of cassettes, Eric Clapton and Cream. Happy with that. Getting down, you know, still got quite a few of these, but so my buy cost on these cassettes were nothing. They were just given to me. So every time I sell them, it is for good profit. You've probably seen this sitting here already. Sanyo TV. I was at Goodwill yesterday and picked up 2 TVs. Each one was $9 and change Canadian, about $10 roughly. This one is a Sanyo. I'll throw the model up there, but it's got the little game button on the front here. If you can see that or not, right there. This one is a pretty desirable little 13-inch CRT. I'm going to be getting $100 USD pretty quickly, actually. No remote for this. Listed it, sold it in the same afternoon. The other TV I have is a Duramax, which I think is a Walmart brand. And it has a remote. It's listed a little higher, but happy with this. Let's get this round of orders out of here. Another round of orders, and we're starting with eBay again. Nike Dry Fit Manchester United Schultz jersey right here. This did come from the same guy that I got the $4,000 card buy from. This was the part prior to that when I picked up baseballs and hockey pucks and some jerseys and stuff like that. I think I paid about 20 Canadian per jersey. So I'm not making a killing on this, but still happy with the sale. $35 USD, which was a deal for this guy as well. Next, this one's going to be tough to make any money at all, except for that it came from the Goodwill bins. I got $8 and change, almost $9. It's actually $8.87, I think. Little mouse here. Hopefully I can ship this out cheap enough, you know, with not all the shipping options that I'm used to. This one I might just make a few dollars on. Might even lose a few dollars. Really depends on the shipping options. Honestly, not something I typically pick up. I must have been feeling adventurous that day at the bins. Anyway, we did make that sale. Next, a pair of Vans. You guys just seen me pick these ones up. Just trying to look for them in my last and first garage sale video of the season here. Full video anyway. These are like Mango Mojo Vans. There's the retail sticker for $90 on them. I did call them used still. Scotchgard. Okay, these are interesting ones. They did sell pretty quickly for $35 Canadian. I paid $5 Canadian for these, so that was a pretty good flip. Another Poshmark, so I was on Poshmark, another Poshmark order. We're supposed to be going to the VH bin for a Rise Against t-shirt. This is a modern t-shirt, but still a cool one. Let's see how hard it is to find. I think we got about $20 for this one. Hopefully it's not too far down here. I think we will find it one way or the other here. Always, so the worst part when I just literally put this thing back together not too long ago, and you know, making a mess of it already. We might have to do the old floor dump here to find this one. Let's just go ahead and test out the new floor. Supposed to be in the VH, but is it? Well, it did take 4 bins to find it, but here it is right here. It's all wrapped up, Rise Against. It wound up being in the USA bin, believe it or not. But yeah, $20 Canadian on this guy. Let's get it out of here. So if you're stuck around this long, let me know in the comments down below what you're currently using for a shipping option. I know Canada Post is still an option. You can still buy Canada Post labels on eBay. You can still buy UPS labels on eBay, FedEx. You can use net parcels to try to get discounts on other couriers that way. You know, it'd be interesting to know. I think a lot of people would get, you know, a little more insight on how many options there might be. So if you're using something down below, would be a great place to leave it. I seen in the Canada Reseller one of the threads on there, people were talking about, you know, what to use, especially when I think when eBay blocked out Canada Post as an option, people really started to panic. And, you know, there are other options out there. Just be aware of that for sure. Okay, if you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.